through a point, parallel to a line through a point. You can draw the perpendicular bisector. So either one of these first or third tools will do the trick of what we're after here, right? Which is the perpendicular line. So I'm going to say this point and that line, and do I want the point of intersection? Sure. This point, this line, and this line intersect. L, which is now labeled as something. Let's get rid of the label. And I don't really want to see that label either. So is it I1 or something? Let's see. It's a line. Huh? Oh, it's a line. So what's the question? In the diagram, if OA equals 1 and angle AOB equals 60 degrees, AOB, that's right. The interior angle, 60 degrees, making 6 60s make 360, right? In task 2E, we found that angle AOA prime is 30 degrees. AOA prime. AOA prime, right? So that's bisecting that angle. It must follow that OA prime is perpendicular to AB. Well, I constructed it to be perpendicular. Okay. So in any case, use the fact that triangle AOA prime is isosceles to determine the angles in triangle AP A prime. All right. How would you do that? Some of you would just jump to the conclusion here, right? But we want to be careful. So AOA prime is isosceles. Why? Because those are both radii, right? So let's reconstruct our diagram here. We've got a 60-degree angle. So we're going to draw another circle of the same radius here. And it intersects here. And we drew these sides like so. And we call this O. And is this A? And that's B up there. But so we found that we found that where AOA prime is 30 degrees, it must follow that OA prime is perpendicular to AB. Okay. Well, that's something we still need to do. But so if this is 30 degrees here, then this is also 30 degrees, and this is B and A prime. This point is P, is that right? P, yeah. So determine the angles in this triangle. Well, we know that this one is 60, right? How do we know that? Well, it's an equilateral triangle, right? And so it's equiangular, and if all the angles are the same, and they have to add up to 180, so triangle AOB is equiangular by construction. Equilateral by construction. And so what could we say about the angles? Well, if it's if it's equilateral, it must be equiangular. So angle A must be 60 degrees. Well, how do we know that? Well, because the sum of the angles. So let's say and since, so we want to be carefully deduce our result here, right? Not jump to any conclusions. Since the sum of the interior angles is 180, 180 degrees, it must be true that angle A plus angle O plus angle B, are those all unambiguous? Well, for angle O, we've got a couple of angles here, right? So which one am I referring to? I guess I could be careful say I'm referring to angle AOB. Was that obvious? So angle A, the obvious is the enemy of the carefully deducted. So this must, but these are all equal, right? But angle A equals angle AOB equals angle B. So by substitution, angle A plus angle A plus angle A is equal to 180. And I have to say here that I am being a little bit sloppy, and you may be thinking that I'm being too careful. But in fact, the angle is not its measure. The angle is an object, right?
Merci.
And so we often conflate the two, though, right? We substitute the measure of the angle for the angle itself. We think of them as sort of interchangeable in some sense. But the angle is a geometric object. Its measure is a number, right? But we can say that we can then combine these numbers as, using the distributive property, to factor out angle A from 1 plus 1 plus 1 and get 3 times angle A. And so angle A must be 60 degrees, right? So now, how do we know that angle A prime OA is 30 degrees? Well, that's by task 2E. Okay, so we can use that by task 2E, which we have yet to do, which we'll need some time for. Angle A prime OA equals 30 degrees. Again, I'm conflating the number with the object itself. But that's common, so I'll just do it. And since the sum of A prime O A plus A plus what is the one we're after here? Use the fact that such determine the angles of triangle APA. So the other angle is angle P, right? So I should call that OPA. That must be 180. And I can substitute for this 30 degrees and for this 60 degrees. So 30 degrees plus 60 degrees plus angle OPA must be 180 degrees. And so that means that angle OPA is 90 degrees, right? So that's a right angle.
Thank you.